Welcome. Today we're going to be covering over some add-ons that we're going to need for our Twine endurance if you're building along, if you haven't already. And if you're unaware, I am in the process of building and rebuilding Twine. And some of these add-ons are necessary for the higher waves that you will be reaching later on. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can always unsubscribe later on once I quit YouTube, like I did 4 years ago. Moving on, now that I lost everyone. Yeah. Okay, that's a bad intro. I apologize for that. But yes, I'm going to be covering some of the add-ons and some of the stuff that I'm going to be removing for my build for structures and stuff like that. Is what we're going to cover on over today. Alright, and one of the walls is over here on the east. There's just one wall added. You don't really need it, or you can just ignore it. The slingers come over there to that side for some odd reason, and for the most part they're okay. And one other thing is over here, and one thing you can remove is this. Yeah, you can remove that just by walking by it. You don't need it. You don't need that right there. Yeah, and because the propane gets detonated and eventually that top gets knocked off, and I still don't have a problem with slingers, so I'm assuming you don't even need that piece right there, because that's what happens when the endurance starts. And one other thing that you need to remove, because it's not really 100% useful unless you intend to lure smashers away from your build. This is what I was talking about. Some of the smashers in Assassin Husk will come toward the Assassin Husk if it shoots at them, but it doesn't shoot at them all the time, so the smashers still come through, and it didn't work like it was supposed to. So you can go ahead and remove that. And then just a little looky look. We still have a couple amps to go to rebuild, and I am currently rebuilding them from my friend gave me permission to copy the rest of his builds. So in the future, y'all will have those builds out sooner or later. But I do have a day job, so that always takes up most of my time. And some of the things we're going to have to add to our home base is just a little more damage. The Assassin Husk and a Husky Husk may breach through and hit this floor piece right here. You will want to add a little damage to this. You could add a wall dynamo there if you find that your damage isn't quite as much. I'm going to add a wall dynamo here and a 144 wall dart there. And then also, if you haven't added it already, I completely forgot to add this. You'll need it for the later rounds, which is higher level. Just go ahead and add 3 cylinder electrics there, like I said. And that's it for the home base. And the home base was the main add-ons that I did that needed to be added. It's random. Sometimes it'll spawn here, and sometimes it'll spawn on the north. If it spawns on the north, everything was just fine. I didn't notice nothing wrong with home base, but the rare occasions, the 50-50 chance it spawns on the east, yeah, well, you know what happens. If you've built this and you've had that problem, then yeah, it's just a little damage issue. And some of the things I have not rebuilt yet is this. If you're unaware, my base is a hybrid of Mitch Rob's and HC for Life's base, which HC for Life's base is much better than Mitch Rob's, if you're wondering, which I'm sure y'all were. It's a damage build that can last the full waves if you are not 100% away from keyboard. And those are the add-ons I wanted to cover today. I hope y'all enjoyed. Go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button, and I hope y'all have yourselves a wonderful day. See y'all.